I see so many TikToks talking about how being an independent woman is so much better, and it's amazing that you don't have to depend on anyone else. But I'm exhausted. I can pay my own bills. I work full-time 5 days a week. I'm a full-time single mum. And I think it's just exhausting.
So I need to say this because there are a lot of women, there are a lot of single mothers who are sensitive to this topic. They feel like you're talking down on them, which I am definitely not doing. I want to address this problem that we are facing in modern times, this idea of being a strong and independent woman, sometimes being a strong and independent single mother, all these ideas that mostly comes from feminist-minded women who are pushing this narrative of you don't need a man, you're better off on your own, you don't need anyone supporting you, you can do it all on your own. And yes, I am sure you can. Actually, you have to do it all on your own. If there is no support, you have to do it all on your own. If there is no one else in your life who is taking certain responsibilities, you are just a functioning adult who is covering their bills on their own. There is nothing independent about it. There is nothing really, that we need to be bragging and celebrating. This is just a normal life. You are being an adult, and being an adult comes with certain consequences and responsibilities, which mean if you have bills to pay, you are going to be forced to pay them. Otherwise, you might end up on the streets or whatever the case may be. The problem that I see in this is when I tell people that feminism is a scam, they don't want to hear it, but it is a scam because it is taking us as a people, especially women, it's taking us from our natural space, and it is forcing us to be in very uncomfortable situations. Now you're trying to compete against men and compete against the world and prove a point, while you could actually be having a much more relaxed life by teaming up with someone. You care for that person, that person cares for you, vice versa. Now you're putting women, infiltrating their minds to have to do everything alone, while we need to be honest, some things are just not good to be done alone. Or let's talk about raising a child. We can all agree that it is much more beneficial to a child when you have the luxury of having both parents in the household. And when it comes to finance, we can see in different demographics that societies, cultural groups, people who have a community, who have stability, who have family structure, tend to be more successful than people who are all over the place trying to figure things all on their own, struggling. So when I talk about things that I talk about on my platform, you might be offended. That's a you problem. You might not want to listen to it. That's your choice. But at the end of the day, I believe that if these feminist women were really for women, they wouldn't be pushing this idea to you. They wouldn't be telling you these nonsense of you don't need help. What is so bad about needing someone nowadays? Look how backwards we have become. What is so bad saying that, look, there's certain things I can do really great as a woman, but I have a man in my life and he does other things really good, and we team up together, we complement each other, instead of pushing this narrative of being a strong and independent boss chick while you're most likely just having an average job, trying to do day by day things, trying to come by. What is the need? What is the need? So many women, if they were honest, like this woman, for example, they would admit and say, it is tiring, it is drowning, they are exhausted. Like, can we just start being honest? Can we start being honest, please?